Hey man, this your boy K Smooth coming to you with another video, Boxing Talk 100, and let's get right to it, man. Jermall Charlo versus, Jose Benevidez. Hey man, there's a lot to it, you know what I'm saying? I feel like, Jose, he felt like, Jermall didn't want to meet at 160, so I think it's a catch weight at 163, so. 3 pounds, it is what it is. Jose, he don't got it's not in his way to be able to call any shots. You know what I'm saying? Jermall, he can call the shots at 160, 163. I see this as a tune-up fight for Jermall Charlo. And I feel like, like he said, 160 is his natural weight. He is the champion at 160. We seen with Jermall, Jermall and Canelo just fought, so I'm pretty sure down the line Canelo gonna want to fight, Jermall as well. But Jermall, it's like, I don't know, man. It like really confuses me. Is Jermall bigger or is Jermall bigger? You see what I'm saying? It's like, goddamn, they both can move up from 154 to 160 to 168. And so this is what we talking about with, Jermall being able to fight, Jose Benevidez, who's also can move down in weight at 154 to 160. So I just feel like this is a good fight for, Jermall, and, who knows, man? You gotta think about it, David Benevidez when he fought, Terrence Bud at 154 though. Yeah, it's different, but they all can make 154 to 160. You know what I'm saying? Jose, Terrence Crawford, both of the twins. So I felt like, if we do get a fight, with Terrence Crawford and Jermall Charlo, Jermall Charlo has to get past, Jose Benevidez. That's a future near down fight. You know what I'm saying? Boxing Talk 100. Y'all got to be able to understand and see where I'm going with this. And like I said, we've seen it where, Jermall, he said, he wouldn't mind fighting, Terrence Crawford. So not Jermall. We already know Jermall, just got his ass whooped by, he just got his ass whooped by Canelo, but we know, with Jermall and Bud, they got to be able to settle their score as well, down the line, so Jermall is still champion at 154, and Bud is at 147, so I'm pretty sure that fight could be made. Jermall, he just got to be able to get him, another, tune-up fight before he even step up to, Bud. But yeah, man, just, seeing little shit on the side like that, is just, interesting, And now getting back to Jermall Charlo being able to fight, the older brother, Jose Benevidez, both of the older brothers get to fight each other. We ain't never gonna, a lot of people, for a minute, they wanted to see Jermall Charlo fight, David Benevidez, at 168, but like I said, you got to understand what Jermall is telling you. He's firm at 160, It would have to be catch weight. David Benevidez would have to come down to like 164 to be able to make that fight, or 165, with the catch weight. 168 is too big for, Jermall Charlo. You know what I'm saying? He can't make that weight. So he has to be able to move on from, David Benevidez. Now, a lot of people gonna ask the question, can that fight be made? Yes, that fight can be made. It just depending on the weight. You know what I'm saying? Of, if Jermall can put on that weight, at 168. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, he's fighting opponents that's at 154, moving up to 160. So. And y'all got to remember, like I said, once again, Jermall is comfortable at 160. You know what I'm saying? 168 is just too much. So most likely, we don't know. Like I said, the only way that fight to be able to happen if, David Benevidez could be really disciplined and there be a catch weight, Jermall Charlo versus, David Benevidez. But yeah, you know, the fight, man, I feel like, you know, he gonna beat the shit out of, Jose Benevidez. You know, Jermall, you know, gonna beat the fuck out of Jose Benevidez. It's, you know, he gonna knock him out. And a lot of people don't understand, Jermall is a champion. Ain't lost yet. He got damn near 35 wins under his belt with 0 losses and 26 something KOs. So that's pretty goddamn good if you ask me. And we know, you know, with Jermall, he don't suffered 2 losses, one to Tony Harrison and now to Canelo Alvarez. So, you know, I feel like, you know, Jermall is definitely the better fighter. He got 30 plus wins, you know, approaching 35 to 40 wins. He's the more, you know, bigger fighter. You know, he's the more smarter fighter, you know, haven't lost yet, you know. So, you know, it's going to be up to him to be able to put, you know, lines only Charlos on the map, you know, getting, you know, winning, you know, at top competition, you know. You know, being able to fight, you know, for them world championships, you know, being able to win, not lose. So we've seen with Jermall, you know, he just wasn't ready for Canelo. And, you know, like I said, you know, the experience Canelo had, you know, of course, yeah, I had, you know, like I said, you know, y'all can call it bias or whatever, but I'm from Texas, you know, so y'all know I was gonna go for, you know, them Texas boys, whether it's Earl or Jermall or Jermall or anybody that's fighting from Texas. Shit, I went for Mario Barrios when he beat Ugas. You know what I'm saying? Go watch my last video. So, you know, it is what it is, man. You know, but yeah, man. That's what it's all about, man. Boxing Talk 100, man. Boxing, man. And yeah, man, you know, I'm hearing, you know, I've been seeing it, but I don't know how true it is, you know, and you know, we heard it from Pacquiao's mouth, talking about, you know, a future matchup with Gervonta Tank Davis. You know, Gervonta Tank Davis would have to get big a little bit, you know what I'm saying? That would be an ultimate test for Tank, you know what I'm saying? You got one legend, you know, you beat a legend like that, you a legend. Gervonta Tank Davis is getting on legend status if you fuck around and beat Manny Pacquiao. If you make that fight with Manny Pacquiao and you beat Manny Pacquiao, you are now a legend, you know, Gervonta Tank Davis. There's nothing you can tell him when you beat. I don't give a fuck how old or whatever type of you know, condition Pacquiao is in. He better come to fight when you fight a young fighter and talented fighter like Gervonta Tank Davis. You know, so would it interest me? You know, yeah, I guess it would. You know, it's boxing. You know what I'm saying? Pacquiao still feel that, like, you know, on that elite level. He's on the elite level, not a championship level. It's different. You know, he's a top caliber fighter, you know, that's trying to fight for world championships. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, Pacquiao, he been getting his ass whooped so much, you know what I'm saying, and losing. And you know, Pacquiao had his shine once upon a time. You know, we all had, you know, we all know of Pacquiao, you know, being that type of fighter. You know, he was once still a superstar. I wouldn't say superstar, but he's a superstar, you know what I'm saying? When you talk about superstars, I put Tank up in there because he hasn't lost yet, and I put the champions like, you know, Earl and, you know, Crawford and, you know, and all of them, you know what I'm saying? Those are the superstars of who I'm, you know, talking about. Manny Pacquiao, he's right there, though. Superstar, mega, you know, superstar, you know, whatever you want to call it. He's still up there, you know what I'm saying? I respect Manny Pacquiao. And he's still trying to do it. He, you know, with Manny Pacquiao, he's still trying to get the fight with Floyd Money Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? It's supposedly an exhibition fight now, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, neither one of them could, you know, I mean, I can understand if they was, you know, competing for world championships, you know, at 140, at 147, you know what I'm saying, or 154, then, yeah, you know, Pacquiao, I feel like, you know, he ain't got it in him, you know what I'm saying? And Mayweather don't got nothing to prove. It's just Manny Pacquiao. And Manny Pacquiao shouldn't have nothing to prove, but he wants to try to still, you know, be greedy and get on that championship level, which ain't no problem because, you know, this is all you know, your whole career is being the fighter, you know what I'm saying, and be able to fight these fighters, you know, so, you know, Boxing Talk 100, I don't have a problem with, you know, Manny Pacquiao, you know what I'm saying, but once again, when you're talking about a fighter like Gervonta Tank Davis, You know what I'm saying? That's something different. That's a young, fresh knockout fighter. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think, Manny Pacquiao would have to box. You know, he does have power. I don't know how much power he got, so, you know what I'm saying? But we got to understand Pacquiao don't got older, you know what I'm saying? Much older. So I don't know if he still has that punching power ability, you know what I'm saying? You know, I don't know where the knockout ratio with the stands, you know what I'm saying? But I just feel like a fighter like Gervonta Tank Davis, his knockout ratio is high, you know what I'm saying? Anybody and everybody he's has fought, you know what I'm saying? He's knocked their ass out, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, he's just dangerous, man. Gervonta Tank Davis is dangerous, and you know, if I had to pick one, you know, I'm gonna go with Gervonta Tank Davis. You know, I just feel like Manny Pacquiao, you know, we don't seen him lose a lot, and you know, the champion and, you know, the used to be champion that he used to be, you know what I'm saying? I don't feel like, you know, he can be able to capture any world titles. You know what I'm saying? There's much better fighters. It just depends on who he picks. You know what I'm saying? He would have to have a great, you know, tremendous, you know, training camp to be able to fight, you know, these caliber fighters like such as names like Earl Spence or Terrence Crawford. And we seen him beat Keith Thurman, you know what I'm saying? And possibly he could fight Ugas. No, Ugas did beat Manny Pacquiao, excuse me. But, you know, I'm just saying, see, you know, he would have to get fights like that back, you know, beating Ugas, you know, fighting them rematches and, you know, being able to fight these top fighters that got the name now. So, yeah, Manny Pacquiao, you would really have to, even Keith Thurman, you know, I'm pretty sure Keith Thurman would want to get that rematch. He been winning, so, you know, Keith Thurman, you know, he only suffered one match against, you know, Manny Pacquiao. If Manny Pacquiao was smart, he would be trying to negotiate the rematch with Keith Thurman and beat him again, and then you can have your name back, you know what I'm saying, as being, you know, one of the top, you know, 5 fighters, you know, being ready to compete for, you know, them championships. All you gotta do is fight Keith Thurman again. I feel like that's where it starts. Other than that, with the exhibition with, you know, Floyd Money Mayweather, I wouldn't mind seeing it, but you know, we've seen what Floyd done to Manny Pacquiao. He's just gonna outbox him, and it's gonna be points. Floyd Mayweather he probably can't knock out Manny Pacquiao, but he'll go high up on the points and eventually breaking Manny Pacquiao again and giving Manny Pacquiao a second loss. That's what I see in that if it's exhibition or whatever. Boxing Talk 100. But yeah, man, yeah, boxing, man, you know, you gotta love it, man. And yeah, man, you know, like I said, we still got these fights coming up, you know, fight dates, December, you know, 9th, Devin Haney versus Regis Prograis. That's gonna be a good fight. WBC title holder Regis is putting his belt on the line against Devin Haney. The fight will be held in San Francisco, you know what I'm saying, California. So this is going to be on Devin Haney's turf, you know what I'm saying? Regis Prograis might got paid more because it's his belt, you know what I'm saying? WBC title. He's the WBC title holder. But Devin being able to be a champion, he did get, you know, the advantage of fighting, you know, home, you know, in Oakland, around that area, you know what I'm saying? San Francisco. So that's a good look for, you know, Devin Haney, you know, being able to fight on his turf for the first time. You know, and being able to fight out of Las Vegas. I think he lives in Las Vegas, but he's born and raised in California, which he gets to showcase, you know, being able to fight in that arena, you know, in San Francisco. So, you know, shout out to, you know, Regis Prograis and, you know, Devin Haney, you know, fighting at 140. And Devin stepping up at, you know, 140. And you know, you got to be able to respect Regis Prograis, you know, just, you know, giving, you know, Devin Haney a shot at the WBC title championship belt. That's going to be a good fight. Regis, we already know, it ain't no secret. Regis got that left hand. You know, if he catch your ass, if he catch you, you know, we just got to see if Devin can fight through, take that punch. We're going to see if Devin, you know, could, you know, eat that punch, you know, the left hand, you know, if Regis, you know, throws it. We're going to see how, you know, Devin, you know, what type of fighter he going to come in as. Is he going to come in heavy? Is he going to come in heavy at 140, you know what I'm saying? Or is he comfortable at 135 and he just don't know it? because, you know, Devin said that he's too big for 135. That's the reason why he moved up to 140. But he's still the unified champion at 135. So even if he loses against Breezes Pro Grace, he gets to drop down back to 135 and defend his belt. So, you know, Boxing Talk 100. Like I said, Regis is a good fighter. You know, he only suffered one loss against Josh Taylor. You know, it ain't no secret. Devin Haney is 30 wins, you know, coming off a win against, you know, Lomachenko. So, you know, yeah, man, when he unified and you know, and still, you know what I'm saying, Devin was able to get, you know, through Lomachenko. You know, that was a good win. I feel like, you know, with that win, a lot of people don't know, you know, Lomachenko ain't no easy slouch. Y'all got to ask a question, you know, Boxing Talk 100. And make sure y'all comment at the bottom. Do y'all think that Regis Pro Grace can beat, you know, Lomachenko? Whether it was at 130, 135, or 140 with a question mark. But let's move on. Yeah, I feel like Devin, you know, 5 pounds more, you know what I'm saying, being able to put on 5 pounds more, you know, going into this fight. Y'all gotta understand, you know, a lot of even with Regis being able to say that Devin Haney got pillow hands, but you know, you got to be able to remember, you know, even though Devin Haney had pillow hands, he was still whooping his opponents, whoever they put in front of him. Tough fights, you know what I'm saying? If you know, in that case, you know, Lomachenko had pillow hands too. You know, he couldn't knock out Haney, right? Y'all got to be able to be, you know, truthful, you know what I'm saying, and keep it real, and at the same time keep it fair, because, you know, that's some real shit. You know how, you know, in that case, Lomachenko got pillow hands too. You couldn't knock out Devin, but Devin was able to beat you in a unanimous decision, close decision. You know, Boxing Talk 100. And everybody he's fought, he done bruised up, whether it was close or whatever. It still went in Devin Haney's favor, just by boxing, you know what I'm saying, beautifully, you know what I'm saying, boxing. That's what it's all about. A lot of people want to be able to see quick knockouts and a motherfucker get hurt so bad, but y'all gotta understand boxing. Boxing is to be able to be, you know, it's all about patience. It ain't just, you know, yeah, we love to see the quick and fast knockouts. We love to see that, you know what I'm saying? I can understand the heavyweights, but, you know, good fighters, you know what I'm saying? Yes, you know, it's just about, you know, what fighter gonna you know, make the mistake first. You know, it's all about what fighter is going to make the mistake first. But, you know, when you talk about Devin Haney is one of those fighters, elite boxers, you know what I'm saying? Came all the way up, you know what I'm saying? You know, and like they say, you know, he had to fight through Mexico, at least 20 fighters, and that's cool. You know, you got to be able to respect any man that gets in front of you that's willing to battle and take care of their family. So, because you got to understand, yeah, we might see it on the outside, but what if we was boxers? We would have to go through that same thing, going through those Mexicans, you know what I'm saying? Those Latino males in Mexico, being able to go through them. You know, and them motherfuckers got hard heads. They can fight. So I'm pretty sure, you know, it wasn't just easy like how they make it seem like, you know, those wins was just given to Devin. That would be ultimately, you know, disrespecting, you know, the Mexican Latino, you know, in the community of boxing. You know, those boxers that's, you know, willing to be able to put their lives on the line and being able to take care of their families. That's fucked up if you ask me. So when I look at it, I respect Devin Haney for what he did going over there and, you know what I'm saying, you know, doing what he had to do in his career, you know, going through whoever he had to go through to be able to win, to get whatever win in his career, you know what I'm saying? You know, Boxing Talk 100, you got to be able to respect that. So, you know, just getting back to Devin Haney being 30-0, you know, he don't win. He beat a good Linares. You know what I'm saying? He beat you know, Devin went through some good fighters. You know, Jojo Diaz. He beat Linares or Jojo Diaz. You know what I'm saying? Good caliber fighters. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, whoever you had to put in front of Devin destroyed him. You know, coming off a good win with Lomachenko, close win. Yeah, that fight could have won either way, but, you know, there's a lot, I say it once again, there's a lot of angles in boxing that y'all don't see. You know, and you got to be able to keep it real, you know what I'm saying? Only these you know, these judges and officials be able to see, you know, on the side in every angle, you know what I'm saying? Body shots, you know, jabs, you know, cross hooks, left hooks, you know what I'm saying? All that shit, you know, we just seeing it from TV. You know what I'm saying? We don't see the amount of work Devin was really putting on Lomachenko, bruising up that body. You know what I'm saying? And that's something Lomachenko couldn't contain. Yeah, he was going at the top, but you got to understand, those were just highlights of Lomachenko. You know, being able to get his best punches off on Devin. Other than Devin being, you know, he was using the jab, going to the body a lot, being able to box, you know, Lomachenko, you know, head to head. You know, being able to be a true boxer, you know what I'm saying? And Lomachenko act like he didn't get touched. Y'all seen his eye? It was bruised up. He had a black eye like a motherfucker, and he was bruised up. And y'all seen Devin? He wasn't bruised up. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people don't see that Devin is quick in them hands, and he can't box, and it shows. You know, still being undefeated. You know, undisputed champion at 135. You know, still being able to, you know, it's on a standstill, you know, right now at 135 because he's at 140. But either way it goes, like I said, being at 130, 140 or 145, you got to be able to, you know, respect Devin Haney for what he did and what he's accomplished and what he's still about to be able to accomplish. You know, a lot of people can't even do that. Either way, he got checks coming from all sides. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't even understand that shit. Being able to, you know, fight at 140 for a big check. Just fought Lomachenko off a big check, and before that, you know, with Cambosos. So this boy been getting money back to back to back. You know what I'm saying? I'm not watching his pockets, but I'm just saying the proof is in the pudding. You got to be able to respect this kid, man. Boxing Talk 100. And now you get a fight, you know, I'm pretty sure you got paid real good. You know what I'm saying? With the Regis fight, you know what I'm saying? It's, you know, like I said, Regis might get paid a little bit more, but, you know, Devin got the advantage, on, you know, with the stadium. So, you know, that's just the way how it goes. You know, he get part of the, you know, the stadium, that money, you know, the revenue and all that shit. So, yeah, shout out to Devin, man. It's going to be a close fight. Devin, you know, let's get to it now, man. Devin got to be able to use his jab. And he gotta contain, you know, a fighter like, you know, Regis. Regis, you know, like he said, he's been telling you, if you listen to Regis is damn near, you know, like he got that real 140-pound strength. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say it's like dummy strength, but at 140 he hitting hard. You know what I'm saying? He remind me of a goddamn donkey that could bite hard. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I see in Regis, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I just feel like, you know, Regis, you know, like I said, if he catch Devin with that, you know, that left hand, it could be over with. But like I said, you know, as well as Devin putting on that 5 pounds, that's we gonna see, you know, that could be a difference as well, you know what I'm saying? Devin might, you know, y'all might see Devin eat right through Regis punches. If he do that, it's over with. Devin gonna box Regis. He gonna tear Regis up. He gonna outbox him. He gonna beat him to the jab. He might not knock out Regis, but he could catch Regis. If he does catch Regis, it could be a TKO stoppage. I wouldn't say knockout to where he puts, you know, Regis to sleep, but he could TKO and the referees could stop it. You know, he could beat up, you know, Regis Pro Grace, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, that's just the advantage that I see in Devin Haney, using that jab and outboxing him. You know, you don't want a fighter like Regis to get on you and set you up with, you know, trying to hit you with that left hand. Because Regis, one thing about Regis, you know, he can aim really good. You talking about with the IQ, he has a definitely good IQ and can't hurt you if you make a mistake. And he knows how to put the punch right on the bullet of your chin. So, you know, that's one thing I see in Regis, you know, if he does upset, you know, Devin Haney, which wouldn't be no upset because he is the WBC title holder, so he's defending the championship. So it's up to Regis to be able to, you know, defend that belt. Either you gonna defend that belt or you gonna get that belt taken. Boxing Talk 100. You know, but I just see an upset. You know, I see Devin Haney beating Regis. I think he's gonna outbox him, and I think it's gonna go to a unanimous split decision. And we could be hearing in a new, you know what I'm saying? If Devin, he got to wipe, you know, Regis out on points. He got to win 7 rounds, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 out of 4. So he got to win. He got to win 7 rounds out of those 12 rounds. So leaving only Regis with 4 to 5 rounds. So he got to win 6 to 7 rounds, Devin Haney, to be able to beat Regis Prograis by unanimous split decision. You know, if not, it's gonna be the other way. You know, if Regis get in his bag, then I could see him, you know, KOing, knocking out Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying, and with that left hand. But if Devin knows how to, you know, that should be the film study. You go in there and you gotta watch out, you know, and study on Regis's left hand, because he willing to throw that motherfucker any given time. He pretty much throws that left hand, you know, the whole fight. So Devin got to constantly be blocking and, you know, and being right there at the same time. Because Regis, he could just throw the left hand. And then he, you know, he can come out with a good combinations, you know what I'm saying, Regis Prograis. So he is a defined great boxer, you know what I'm saying, when he is, you know how he, his work and, you know, his work ethic and all that, he's a great boxer. He going to put in that work. And he talking that shit and he can bag it up and you know, we going to see what happens. BoxingTalk 100. May the best man win. That's gonna be a great fight, and yeah, man, that's gonna be a great fight. I can't wait. And yeah, man, I'm here, and let's get down to it, man. You know, I got a little bit more. I'll do another brief, you know, 5 minutes, and then I'll let this video, you know what I'm saying, let this video be for what it is. But yeah, man, I'm hearing that we might get Adrian the Problem Broner versus, you know, Ryan Garcia. At 140. You know what he say? You know, he said, Adrian Broner said, I ain't never been scared of no Saving Private Ryan or something. It was a little comment that he said, because I feel like they saying that Broner don't want to fight, you know, Ryan Garcia, but that'd be a good fight. We got 2 names, you know what I'm saying? We got Adrian Broner, that's been suffering a lot of losses, you know, trying to get back to it. And we got, you know, Ryan Garcia, who just suffered a loss against Gervonta Tank Davis. So what other way to put 2 losers in a ring together and see who wins? So, you know, yeah, man, would it interest me? Of course, you know, that'd be a good fight. It'd be close. I couldn't tell you who would win, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't tell you who would win, because Ryan, he's fast. He's fast like Flash, and Adrian Broner, he's fast, but he like to get hit a lot. We got one guy that like to hit and is pretty good, but he folds like a bitch. And then we got one guy that don't like to throw his hands, but can find a way to win. And you know we just don't know. That's Adrian Broner. He claims that he wins, and then he loses, and then he get draws. He been losing and getting draws lately. That's Adrian Broner. But yeah, man, he need a solid win, man, a victory. You know what I'm saying? Adrian Broner you gotta knock motherfuckers out, man. You gotta be back on that knockout mode, because you been making the wins too close. When you fought Jesse Vargas, that was close. It was a draw. You know what I'm saying? And then it was somebody else that he fought, and then he said that he won. Pacquiao. Well, it wasn't a draw, but Pacquiao whooped your ass, and you said that you won. You know what I'm saying? That was a good fight, you know what I'm saying? But I felt like Pacquiao dusted your ass off. You know, you trying to say it was close. Pacquiao was just whooping your ass on the points, you know? So I feel like Pacquiao, he landed more on Adrian Broner. Yeah, Adrian Broner didn't have no cuts or bruises or whatever. It was a beautiful boxing match for both parties, you know? But Adrian Broner felt like because he didn't have no bruises or anything that he won the fight. But in all reality, Adrian Broner got beat. BoxingTalk 100 by Manny Pacquiao. But like I said, you know, Adrian the Problem Broner, man, I want to see him get back on that level. He feels like, you know, he can be on a championship level, whether it's the winner out of Devin Haney and Regis, you know, at 140, because we know there was a time where Adrian Broner said that he was going to fight Regis and that he was going to go get that belt, whether it was from Regis or Josh Taylor. But, you know, a lot of shit been happening, you know, and being mixed up. Now we got Teofimo, you know, that's WBO title holder at 140. Regis being a WBC title holder at 140. And then you got Rolly Romero. I think he's the WBA champion. I mean, he the goofiest one of them all, but you gotta respect that he's a champion still. And we all know that about Rolly Romero. We just gotta just gotta find out who he's gonna fight here soon. And then we got the other champion, the IBF champion, and I think it's some dude from Africa, you know what I'm saying? But he's holding the belts, or he's from Dominican Republic, or whether he's from Puerto Rico. He's from somewhere, man, but he's the IBF title holder. So, you know, those are all the champions that's holding the belts at 140 right now. And sooner or later, we're going to see a lot of shit. We might see Tank got options, you know what I'm saying? We might see Tank versus Teofimo Lopez, you know what I'm saying? That'll be a good fight, you know. That'll be a great fight, actually, man. That's like almost like a 50-50 fight for me, you know what I'm saying? Because Theo got mitts, man. Theo got hands, and he ain't no easy slouch, you know. I ain't trying to be racist or nothing, but he like a Mexican that's damn near that fights like a black dude. You know what I'm saying? And I give him that, you know what I'm saying, because he's a champion. You beat some of these fighters, and you got that New York swag, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, he's in his bag right now, you know, being able to protect that WBO title. You know, so, you know, respect to Teofimo Lopez, you know what I'm saying, and respect to Gervonta Tank Davis, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, these guys get to do whatever they want to do. So if they able to come to an agreement and make a fight happen, I'll be all for it. You know what I'm saying? It's a 50-50 fight. May the best man win. Of course, Teofimo would be putting up his belts. You know, he would be defending, you know, if Tank was to be able to fight, give him, if Theo was able to give Tank a shot, you know, at 140. So, you know, I believe, you know, you got a high advantage when you got them belts. You can't let nobody go in there and take your belt. So that'd be a 50-50 fight, all because of that. You know, Tank would have to go in there and knock out Teofimo, you know. Other than that, Teofimo would have to box Tank. He would have to box Tank like how he did Lomachenko. A lot of people didn't think that he was going to beat Lomachenko, but he ended up beating Lomachenko. You know, and going on to be, you know, unified, you know, world champion at, you know, 135, Teofimo. And then he ended up getting his ass whooped, we already know, by Kambosos. So, yeah, Boxing Talk 100, man. And, yeah, man, that recap, man, I'll talk about that and then I'll end it. You know, that recap with Tyson Fury, man. I feel like Tyson Fury lost that fight, you know. Francis Ngannou, or whatever his name is, I felt like he beat Tyson. And he swelled him up, blacked his eye up, put a bruise on his face. And, you know, Francis, you know, he didn't have no cuts or scrapes. And then on top of that, he knocks down Fury. But you got to understand, too, I'm not just going to put, you know, Tyson Fury out in the bond like that, because there was, you know, boxing moments where Tyson Fury, he was boxing, you know what I'm saying? And you got to think about, once again, you got to think about the points, you know. These judges going to go off the boxing points. You know, so it was a great boxing match. It was close, and apparently, you know what I'm saying, like I said, they gave that fight to Tyson Fury. You know, it was close, man. It was close. But in my eyes, in my opinion, Boxing Talk 100, I feel like Francis beat him. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, that's just how it goes. You know, Boxing Association, that's the way how they wanted it. So that's just what it is. They don't want their champion, Tyson Fury, to lose right now. That's their money maker. Boxing Talk 100. But yeah, man, if you are new to this, make sure you subscribe to your boy and make sure you leave a comment and yeah, talk that shit, you know what I'm saying? And I hope y'all tune in and listen to the whole video. You know, it's 35 minutes, you know what I'm saying? Ain't gonna hurt nothing, you know what I'm saying? And you know, I'm gonna bring it to you, man. I love this shit, Boxing Talk 100, and I'm gonna speak what I feel, you know, and hopefully some of y'all can relate to it, you know. So, you know, Boxing Talk 100. This your boy K Smooth, man. Thanks for watching this video. Thanks for enjoying this time with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here just chilling. And yeah, man, like I said, you know, I will have more videos coming up, and we're gonna talk about it, you know. You know, we got a lot of shit, you know, after these fights and upcoming, you know, boxing and updates and, you know, recaps, all that, man. We gonna get into it. We gonna talk about it. But, you know, thanks for tuning in and watching this video, and y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night. Boxing Talk 100. This your boy K Smooth. And gone.